Welcome back to my channel. This is a big video because we are going to finish this stone patio. Woo! It's about time. So today I'm headed out right now to go with my dad to get the stone dust. So it's very exciting. I wanted to take you along. Skippy, are you excited to get some stone dust? I know I am. So I think those piles might be it. They look small. Stone dust is apparently less than 1/16 of an inch big. I think this is the only place in the area that actually has it. I tried talking to somebody else who Mark had suggested that apparently has kind of a more brown colored dust because the stone that they crush is more brown colored, but he didn't have any. He wasn't going to have any until the fall. So this is basically the only option, but I think it'll be great.
It's only half a bucket.
That was a big bucket.
Big bucket. It is.
That's all?
No.
My goodness.
It's like sand.
It does.
Can you see it?
Really good. Yeah.
We got 4 pounds.
Yikes. That's way smaller than I thought.
Okay.
You could put that in the back of your truck. If I still needed to get 2 more tons, there's a low delivery fee for less than 2 tons. Okay, here she is. Oh, that's interesting. This is interesting. It's very packy. What'd you say?
Is it all empty?
Yeah.
I thought because we got so much rain, that's why it's so heavy too.
Right. Well, that's how it's like when it gets wet. It packs up nice, like you could throw a snowball of it,
Yeah.
which is good. So I'm excited to see, how it all goes in the cracks. More fun ahead. Okay, we have the stone dust. Now let's take a look at the patio. The most beautiful, intense, painstaking DIY I have ever done. Look at that. It is absolutely magnificent, just like my brain imagined. And now here it is in reality. All it took was, a month of intense labor. Every last stitch of energy that I have had. And here it is. I stand on the completed stone portion of it. All that's left is the stone dust, which we are doing today. I just finished it this morning, so it's all very fresh and new for me. And then I went through and I swept everything, which that in itself was a job. I'm sure I'll have to do a little bit more here and there just to make sure it's well underneath the cracks so that there's room for the dust to go in and everything. But I think I'm finally ready to put in the stone dust, and I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like because I honestly have no clue. And like I said, I have no idea if we have enough. It looks really small and it makes me nervous. So I'm gonna start on the main patio. I have the steps to do also, which I haven't cleaned them out yet. And then I also have this walkway to do. Don't mind my dirty shoes. I was trying to hose them off from all the sand and it's caked on pretty good. But I have this little patio to do. Look at my beautiful sweet peas. So fun. They're doing their thing. But like I said, I'm going to start with the main patio because that's what I want to see done the most. And if I don't have enough and I have to go back and get more, I'd rather have as much of the patio done as possible. Now, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to shovel all of this by hand, at least for the far end of the patio, because my tractor can't drive on the patio. So for this side, I could probably use the bucket, but for the far end, I'm gonna have to bring it over with the wheelbarrow, and I probably shouldn't take too big of loads because it's kind of hard to get up onto the first rock. So I'll start with this. I've got a little bit of a traffic jam here. There's just enough room for me to go through here. And if I go with enough oomph, it works. Unfortunately, oomph is just the thing I'm lacking in these days. So I'm gonna just kind of try to make sure that every space has room for the dust to come in, and that all the rocks are secure. Most of the rocks are pretty thick, but there's just like a few of these smaller ones that are really thin, and I'm not sure how they're gonna work, but we'll see. And the sand is so dry right now. Surprisingly, considering how wet it was a few days ago. Okay, we're gonna try this. This is gonna look dramatically different, I think. Even just having this darker color. Oh wow, this is starting to look like like something here. I think it's gonna make the stones actually pop a lot. Okay, this is just about the most exciting thing I've ever done. I'm guessing, so I'm gonna spray it with water, and then I wouldn't be surprised if I'll have to kind of like go back over it all again. Like even maybe after a little bit, just to see how, oh wow, this is happening. This is really exciting. To see how it settles in. You know, for whatever reason, I am like, it's a pet peeve. I really don't like the word satisfying when people say, oh, it's so satisfying. But this actually kind of is. Despite, I just don't know what other way to say it. I don't know how well you can kind of see it in the camera, the smoothingness about it. It really is smoothing everything out and making it look just a lot more like a flat floor versus, you know, just a bunch of rocks with holes in the middle of them. But the other good thing is I feel like it really is going a long way, which is good because that pile did not look huge. I can't get over the difference that this makes. I don't know in the camera if you can tell the difference so much. You know how it's hard to see like depth and stuff, but it really looks a lot different. See, that's how it was before, and this is how it is now. And I actually really like the dark color in there because it makes the lighter stones really go like bam right in your face. The nice thing too is, you know, this is hopefully going to be pretty solid, but it's not actually solid. So if there ever was an issue with one of the stones, you know, it's fairly easy to pull it up and then fix it and then lock it back in again. I truly cannot tell you how crazy of a difference this makes. Okay. Now, before I get another load, just for fun, let's hose this down. It's kind of annoying though because I'm not convinced that in the camera you can see quite as like big of a change as it is in real life, because it's really quite dramatic over here. Okay, so, well, it's nothing too crazy, watering it, but I imagine with time it might sink in a little bit more, and then I'll need some more dust in the cracks, but it's not like it changes anything that much right now. Okay, good to know. Oh, look at that. There's a hole. A couple little holes are starting, which is good. So that way I know where there needs to be more put in, and also help solidify everything. Hello. After working on this patio, laying intensely heavy stones for like a month, do you have any idea how amazingly wonderful this feels? It is just so nice. So I'm hoping that this stone dust works well. I like the fact that I can always, if it starts getting low, I can always add more in years to come. And it's actually, not a terrible, terrible job. Just to spruce things up a bit. It's so fun to see how the stones pop like a beautiful natural mosaic puzzle. This patio is going to be so insanely gorgeous. And, well, it's hard to say for sure, but with how much this goes, I'm hoping maybe there is a slight possibility that I'll have enough. But we shall see. It's hard to say. Okay, so here is where we're at right now. It doesn't look the best right now because it's kind of dirty everywhere. But I'm gonna just water all of this down, and then I'll probably come back either tonight or tomorrow and do another layer basically on everything once this settles in, because I'm hoping that it'll compact a bit. When you step down on it, you can definitely squish it down. So I'm hoping that it will compact naturally with the water drying. And then I will come back again and get another layer in. But it definitely smooths it out really nice. I think it's gonna be really good once it's all cleaned up and everything. I'm excited to see that. But it's still hard work. Everything in this patio is hard work. You'd think you're just like pushing a broom, but maybe it's just because I have been laying stones for like the last month. But it's hard work. And of course the stone dust is like a little bit moist, I think, so it probably doesn't push quite as easy as it would if it were totally not rained on recently. But nevertheless, I'm caught up somewhere. There we go. Nevertheless, it's easier than laying stones, so that's a win. The hard part is over. So I am going to go eat dinner, and I'll see how much this actually does dry over that time and see if I want to do it tonight or tomorrow. I still have to do the steps and the walkway. I think I'm going to have enough sand or stone dust, so that's good. I would say it's probably only halfway, maybe a little bit more than halfway gone, but I'm guessing there should be enough because the next layer can't possibly be as much as I use this time. So that's good news. I'll keep you guys updated. Hello, my friends. So it is a few days after where I finished off with this video, despite the fact that I just realized I'm wearing the same exact outfit, but that's just a coincidence. I have done basically nothing since we last talked because I am still recovering from this whole thing. But this is what everything is looking like. In a word, stunning. The only thing that I have done since we last spoke is I've just been kind of filling in the cracks as they come. I think that it's going to take some time for it to really settle in. And as I see, you know, areas that it's really sunk in quite a bit, I've just been putting a little bit more of the stone dust in. And the other day we had some pretty heavy, intense rain. So that was really good. It made a lot of holes, which is to be expected, and I filled them in. And I think it's just going to keep, you know, I'm going to have to keep doing this until it actually settles, gets underneath all of the cracks and holes, like places that the sand wasn't necessarily, like sometimes I would have enough sand in it so that it wouldn't wobble, but still the stone kind of goes like this, and then there's areas that this dust needs to be pushed in. And over time, with it getting wet and everything, that's going to happen naturally. But I know it's just going to be a process of filling in the cracks as they come. And I think I might wait like maybe even a month or something to put another load in and then sweep it in to bring the spaces up a little bit, if that makes sense. I have one problem area here. Yeah, that didn't work. It just keeps coming out the bottom. So I need to figure out a way to kind of plug that hole. Tried to plug it up here as much as I could, and it looks like that stayed, but somewhere down, way down, there must still be a hole that the sand is coming out of. So I'll deal with that sometime when I get the energy. But I'm really happy with the way that it looks and the way that it feels. Like as I walk on it, at first you would really feel like you were sinking in at the stone dust areas, and now it just kind of feels like you're walking on a floor, which is good. And I think it'll get even better as time goes by and everything really sets in place. But seriously, how gorgeous is this patio? Can you believe all of that hard work? Oh, it looks so nice. There's still a lot of dust on the stones also, but I get sick of sweeping sometimes. I know with time, it'll all settle in place. But today I'm out here because tonight I'm having my very first movie night on the patio. How exciting is that? Mostly just my family is coming over and we're gonna watch a movie, but I gotta put my, today's Saturday, it's a gorgeous day, but I'm like so exhausted and I don't want to do any work. So I'm like, the one thing I have to do today is put my screen up, which is not a big deal. But mostly I'm just kind of chillaxing and letting my body recover from this intense thing. And I know I still haven't done the stone dust on the stairs and on the pathway. I was like, oh, I gotta get that done. But then I was like, you know what, Abby, just get it done. Who cares? Get it done sometime. Doesn't matter. Just rest. So that's what I'm doing. Putting my little movie screen back up. I have to put it over the kitchen window. I'm pretty sure is the only place that's gonna work. So I'm just gonna put it way up there. And then maybe I could have like, I don't want the string hanging down in the window, but I can maybe make like a little stick with a hook on it. Then I could just bring it down. I hope that this ladder is tall enough. So tonight, I'm going to just bring my porch furniture over. Yeah, this should be fine. But the big thing that I'm researching right now is patio furniture. Oh boy, lots to figure out. Should wash this off before I put it up. Somewhere around there. Looks pretty good. If I could figure out where the hole is. Can't quite reach. There it is. Oops. Is that gonna fall? Gonna scrape my siding. Not the best idea. Now it looks good. I think I'm just gonna have to leave the lights off in the kitchen. Oh, perfect. And then I think this screen will be good. Oh, broke. Here we go. Might be a good idea to have a hook at the bottom to hook it down. I'll see if it becomes a problem with like wind blowing, then I can always do that. But like I said, I would also, I think it would be a good idea, because I cannot reach that, to make some sort of a stick and put a little hook on it, and I can grab it and bring it down. I'll just have to find a stick. I think I have hooks somewhere. But yay, I'm so excited to have this set up. I think it's going to be a very oft used thing. Look at this. If this isn't exciting. Movie nights are like my favorite outdoor movie nights. Bomb.com. So fun. So what I'm gonna do is bring my porch furniture over, and I think my mom's bringing a table, and then I have a little fire pit that we can use tonight. It should be a fun time. My first patio party, can you believe it? Literally so exciting. Ah, look at this, guys. It's starting to look like a real functioning patio of fun. I brought my porch furniture out, and it's starting to really give me some spatial awareness of how much space I actually have and what kind of patio furniture I want to get. Therefore, and even though I don't have chairs, my mom brought this table to use for tonight. So it kind of is giving me somewhat of an idea of what it's going to be like with, you know, some conversation stuff over there and then table and chairs over here. I'm pretty excited about it all. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to be doing furniture-wise, but I know I want to have a big table that fits lots of people and lots of fun patio seating for lots more movie nights like tonight. We had such a fun little movie night on the patio. First movie night, we watched the new Sheep Detectives movie, and it was actually so cute and precious and funny. So it was a good time. So in love with my patio. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time on A Drill and a Dream.